Good morning, Knights. Happy Wednesday. So sorry we had to delay our our Block 2 homeroom to today. Unfortunately, I've been ill for the last little while, so now I'm back and I'm ready to teach you some great stuff today. Now, before we get into the fun stuff and making a plan, we are going to introduce a very special guest. So we have Mr. Abdullahi here, who is going to just give us a little quick shout out for some very special things that have happened in our school in the last 2 weeks.
Hi, everyone. My name is Mr. Abdullahi. I'm part of the student leadership team along with Alicia and Najla. I have some really exciting news. As you know, some of you guys saw posters and campaigning happening last week. I'm very proud to have to be part of this process and to introduce you guys to our president who's here. I'll now pass the mic to our elected president of the Royal Guard.
Yay! Woo!
Good morning, Knights. My name is Mumtaz, and I'm your newly elected president of the Royal Guard, along with Liam as our vice president. Sadly, he couldn't make it here today, but we just wanted to say thank you guys so much for voting and supporting us. We will keep our word and work on our school community, making it more closer knit, along with making everybody feel inclusive and welcome, regardless of any barriers that may be between our students. Me and Liam again would like to say thank you so much. We will work closely with all our candidates to make sure all our platforms are included. Thank you guys so much. If you have any questions, please let me know.
Perfect. Well, it has been a while since we have had a student president, so we are so excited. Mumtaz, you are amazing and fantastic. And Liam, we are also excited to have you as our VP too. Okay, so first, before we get into any of the big things for the day, what I'm going to talk to you a little bit about is our Queenie Speaker Series. So today at lunch in the Learning Commons, we are going to have our speaker series, which is really exciting. So we have a CSI investigator that's going to be she is with Edmonton Police Services. It's going to answer all your fun facts about criminology degree to any fun facts about CSI stuff. I don't know. You should go and check it out. She has lots of really interesting things about her. And you know what? Sometimes it's just fun to figure out what you want to do with your life. And maybe not what you want to do, but who do you want to be? And maybe a CSI investigation intelligence officer is one of those people. So go check it out in the Learning Commons today at lunch. Okay, we are very excited for today. Now, throughout this kind of presentation in Block 2, you're going to hear me and you're going to see me talking about a few things. Throughout this process, if you have any questions, anything you need, you're going to ask your teacher. Your teacher is going to be on a live chat, and our lovely Miss Ritchie in Student Services will be on it with Miss Yassine, answering all of your questions, as well as Mr. Sloan for work experience and RAP. So anything you need to know, if you have questions throughout this presentation, as I am talking to you, ask your teacher. They will type it in the chat and they will respond immediately in that chat to you. So Miss Ritchie is here. She has put together an amazing day for you. And I'll just introduce her for a quick second.
Hi, everybody. So some of the things we were hoping to give you the opportunity to do today is to some of the things that you're coming to Student Services to ask about: how many credits do I have? What classes should I be taking for post-secondary? We're hoping we can do that all together. So one of the first things you're going to do is you're going to sign on to MyPass, and you're going to get to see your academic report and know how to read it. Your teacher will show you how to read it so that you will be able to check your own credits to make sure you're on track to graduate. You get to look at your high school graduation requirements, as well as understanding what you might need for post-secondary. At the same time, you'll also be able to go on My Blueprint, make a high school plan. And for those of you in grade 12, you should very much take advantage of this time to check your academic report to make sure you have the credits you need to graduate. So that's some of the things that you're going to be doing today in your class with your teacher.
Perfect. Miss Ritchie, how many times do we get the questions where we have students coming to us? And you know what? It's okay. Sometimes at the grade 12 in May, oh, how many credits do I have? What's going on? I don't know. So guess what? We're doing this earlier for you because we get these questions quite often, don't we?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And so we want to help you prepare. So you're going to hear me say today a lot, make a plan. You can make a plan A, B, C, D, E, F. You can make so many plans, but if you start to think about who you want to be, what skills you need to do anything you want in your life, this is where you're going to start. And some of you will have maybe used my blueprint in Calm or maybe done some of these things already, but guess what? Did you change from yesterday? Have you changed from last year? Maybe you changed from the summer when you did Calm. So this is why we're going to start to do some of these things now. So I'm going to say adieu to Miss Ritchie.
I'm going to make
second.
one last announcement. So through the month of October, we've been doing after-school workshops for students who are applying for college or university. We are having one today downstairs in Student Services at 3:00. So if you are applying for college or university, you're not sure what to do, come today after school. You're also going to be signing on to your grade 10, 11, and 12 Google Classrooms today. Watch those because that's where we put a lot of the announcements about post-secondary workshops, high school planning workshops, things like that. So today after school, we are doing an Apply Alberta workshop at 3:00 in Student Services. Okay?
Perfect.
All right.
Thank you so much, Miss Ritchie. Okay, so Miss Ritchie and Miss Yassine will be ready to go for you down answering all of the questions. And if you do have questions or concerns, stop by the administration office. You can talk to Mr. McEwen, Mr. Beatty, Mr. Amiri, myself, or even our student services team as well. Okay, so throughout this speech presentation, there's going to be some, what do we like to call them? Easter eggs. So little things where I'm going to say something and maybe you're going to remember it. You're going to come and tell me, and I'm going to have some chocolate down in the office for you. So today, pay attention. There will be a few Easter eggs. Some of them are going to be fun. Some of them maybe not so much. And maybe there's even a chance for you to park in a special parking spot for the day. So I know lots of you already like parking in special parking spots, but maybe it's the principal's parking spot. I don't think he knows this yet, but you might get to park in that spot or my spot, which maybe is even better than Mr. McEwen's. So stay tuned. There's going to be some fun little Easter eggs throughout. So, hi, it's me. If you didn't know already, Taylor Swift, yes, she's great. And she just had an album release on the 21st and it's so good. So that made me really happy this weekend while I was recuperating. Now, Miss Ritchie spoke about some of the things that we are going to be looking at today. The first of which is going to be your grade level Google Classrooms. You are going to need to log into those grade level Google Classrooms right now. You should have your phones. Some of your teachers will have a couple of Chromebooks in your classroom. Okay, so you are allowed to use your phones today in all of your classes. This is where you will be doing all of the information. Now, please make sure to pay attention. I get it. Sometimes you're going to look here, look there, and just get a little distracted. But out of today, no matter what, whatever you take out of it, number one, make a plan. Number two, listen. And number three is MyPass, because this is going to be something you are going to use for your life. If you are applying to post-secondary, so university, college, apprenticeship training, anything you are doing after high school, you will need this record. And so if you have access to this today, that's going to be the most important thing. All right. So I believe that Mr. Herrera, he's our lovely behind the scenes camera guy over here. He's doing some magic work behind the camera. He has put up the grade level Google Classroom codes for you. So you will be able to see what the grade level Google Classroom code is. Okay, so as you sign into your Google Classrooms, we're giving you just a moment to do that. Sometimes it takes you a bit to log in. Remember, it's the easiest way to do it is to download the app on your phone or to go in through School Zone, click on your Google Apps, and go right into your classroom. Now, within your grade level Google Classrooms, once you are signed in there, you will click on your classwork and there's a few different assignments that we have for you. Now, it's not really homework. It's just kind of fun stuff. What you're going to do is click on your October 26th homeroom plan. Okay. Now, if you missed the grade level Google Classroom sign-in, your teacher will have that code so you're able to sign in as well, so they can help you as we progress throughout the Block 2. So with your October 26th homeroom plan, you're going to have all of this information. So you also have your grade level Google Classroom. Please stick to your own grade level. Grade 10s, there's going to be some very important information. Grade 11s as well. And grade 12s, guess what? This is where all of your all of your information that you're going to need this year to stay up to date on all the events and all of the things you will need for graduation, for post-secondary applications, and for just high school graduation. So our first thing we are going to do today is sign on to MyPass. Now, I am very proud of all of you. We have almost 800 students that have signed up for this already. Your teacher has some documents that they're going to be able to walk through with you. The first thing that I'm going to get the other number of students that haven't done it yet is to go into your MyPass email registration form. So this one right here. Okay, you're going to go into that MyPass registration form. This is very important because then we in the office can get you signed up for MyPass. I cannot tell you in the last 10 years how many students come to me in June saying, hey, I don't know what my transcript is. I don't know how to apply next year. Guess what? We're doing it now so we can make a plan. It's going to be fabulous. Maybe the first little Easter egg is right now, my favorite song on the Taylor Swift album is Bejeweled. It's really good. New video came out as well. It was lovely. Okay. So on this MyPass registration form, you'll put your ASN number. Okay, your Alberta school number. It's located on your ID card. Tell us what grade level you're in. Put your first and last name. And very important, you need to use your personal email address. You cannot use your share account. So do not use the @share.epsb.ca. You need to use a Gmail account or something of the like. And then you can answer one of these questions if you choose. Okay? And very important to press submit. So if you have not done that yet, please do so now. Okay? Now, you're like, well, why do I need MyPass? What's the point of MyPass? What is this going to do for me? There's some instructions here about what MyPass is and sign-on instructions, but let me just go into here. Which one do we have? Let's go into your actual example. I'm going to go into this one. I'm going to go into an example of a detailed academic report. So your teacher right now is going to take a few minutes. So we have about 15 minutes for number one, to complete the form. If you've completed the form, you're going to go through the sign up process and your teacher is going to help you. Now you're going to look at this DAR. If you aren't able to log in, that's okay. Your teacher is going to bring this piece of paper up on the screen, this PDF. Okay. And this is almost like an official transcript, but it's your detailed academic report, or for short, we call it a DAR. D-A-R. Perfect. The things you will see on here, you will have your Alberta student number, your name, and your date of birth. I want you to see if you can locate how many credits you have currently right now. And it's right at the top. The first person who can come and tell myself or Mr. BD how many credits you have and show us your DAR, you come down to the office and we will give you a chocolate bar. Okay. So on your detailed academic report, it will also have some other very specific information about yourself. And it will have all of the courses you have currently completed, were registered in, or even have been withdrawn from. And it will have all of your marks and individual credits earned to date. So as you are perusing your DAR, maybe going into the form, actually looking out how do you get into your MyPass account, your teacher is going to be there to kind of just take a look and wander through with you and help you sign up right now. And I will jump back on in about, 6 minutes. And as you have questions, ask your teacher, okay? They will be able to type directly into the chat. And Miss Ritchie and Miss Yassine are both there, and Mr. Sloan answering the questions for you as well. All right. Hi, my lovely friends. It's me. Hi, Miss Beebe. I just wanted to give a quick update here. So remember, when you are signing on to any Google form, or if you're in our Google Classrooms, you need to make sure you are signed in with your Share EPSB account. Always with school stuff, share EPSB. When we're thinking into the future, we're thinking about later on, your Share EPSB account will disappear eventually when you graduate or leave Edmonton Public Schools. So you will need to have your own separate Gmail account as well, or a different email account. Okay? So that's going to be very important. Some of you are having issues signing into those forms because you're not using your Share account. So use your school Share account for Google Classroom, our forms, but when it comes to your MyPass, which is separate, that's where you're going to use a separate email account. Okay? Okay. If pass login after today, that's okay. We are here to help, and we will maybe offer some sessions at lunch, little drop-bys, or you can talk to your grade counselor or your Alpha assistant principal or principal as well. We are all well-versed in this and can help you out. And guess what? Your teachers also can have access too. So ask them, bug them a little bit, and they can help you out too. Okay? And one of the best resources you have, look to the person to the left of you. Look to the person to the right. Your buddies can help you out. Some of your friends have logged you in before, okay? Or have logged in before, and they can help you out through this process. Okay, so MyPass, detailed academic report. You're hearing some of these words. You're going to hear them from me because guess what? Now we're going to move into making a plan. So what I want everybody to do after I'm done talking, I'm going to give you a little step-by-step of what to do. So right now, if you don't mind, please put your phones down, put your devices down, look up onto the screen, and you're going to follow along with me for 15 minutes. That's all I'm asking of you. I won't give you too much more time after that, but 15 minutes of your time so I can take you through some different things that you are going to need progressing through the next few years. Okay, so first thing you are going to do is in school zone. Okay, so you will be in school zone. You're not doing it now because you're just watching me right now, okay? In school zone, you're going to click on apps. Then you're going to click on My Blueprint. One really nice thing about Edmonton Public Schools is that they pay for this. So when this first came into our division, every school had to pay for every student. But guess what? Now, each and every one of you get this profile forever. My daughter is now in grade 8, and when she was in kindergarten, she was using her My Blueprint account to track her process and progress. And so if you have a sibling or a cousin that's in kindergarten through grade 6, they have a different account that they can go through and look. And it's quite interesting. They're just trying to figure out who they are and what are some things they like to do. And so my son went in it a couple years ago, and he says he wants to be an architect. So that's great. Now, what are some things you need to do with that? This is where My Blueprint will help you. Now, once you've clicked on My Blueprint, it will take you to a special account. Now, each and every one of your teachers can sign up for their own account as well, and they get a special student account so they can walk through this. Now, we can also go into your accounts and look and help you and support you through this plan as well. So some of you will know, as I've had conversations with you about post-secondary or career planning, or, hey, I just don't know what I want to do with my life. I start with this. Because guess what? If you don't know what you want to do yet, that's okay. I still don't know what I want to do, okay? I'm 40 years old and I'm still like, I don't know what I want to do with the rest of my life. I love my job. And that's my hope for all of you, is that you find some dignity and fulfillment in anything that you do after high school, okay? Because high school is only 3 years, right? So what's next? And helping you make a plan is going to do that. So one of the really neat things about my Boo print, oh, that's kind of funny. They like to change it with the seasons. So right now, my Blueprint, which it is really called, is now my Boo print for Halloween, which is kind of funny and nice gimmicky. So on the home screen, all of you will see this when you log in 15 minutes. It'll look like this. This will be your dashboard. Anytime you need to get back to your dashboard, you can click up on the My Blueprint, which will be my blueprint after the 31st. There's a few things on this main page that you can look at, okay? You can scroll down here to see different grade levels if you've done different things in different grades. You can, points. What does this mean? There's a way that you can earn prizes for certain things that you're doing. Just making a plan for high school, which you're going to do today. Just making a portfolio. Taking a look at a post-secondary career and adding it to a portfolio. Doing those things will give you points to earn prizes. I had a student win a $50 gift card for PlayStation. I had another student win a $25 gift card for Starbucks. This was all last year. So students are winning these things and they are live time, so you can apply for these points. How fun is that? Just looking at you and trying to figure out who you are and furthering your opportunities in life is going to give you something. That's kind of sweet. Okay? Little motivation. Now, if you're like, I don't know where to start, we will start you somewhere in a minute. I'm just going to walk you through everything that my blueprint has to offer. So there's certain tasks that you can complete. So every grade level, there's different tasks you can complete, and these will also give you prizes. So as you scroll down, there's some plans that you can do. So plan a course to graduation. We're going to do that right now. Create a budget. You can create a budget on here. What do you mean budget? Okay. You can favorite one opportunity, occupation, whole bunch of different things you can do here. Class activities, there's goals, and my favorite is the portfolios. My blueprint is also a portfolio tool because guess what? Some of you are going to apply to post-secondary. Some of you are going to maybe want to go to med school. Some of you are going to maybe want to go to music, right? Go into an art program. And often you're going to need a portfolio for your entrance. So I've created a whole bunch of different portfolios over the year, but this is one of them that it looks like, and it just kind of organizes some things about me. So it organizes some ideas and goals and different plans that I've made throughout the few years. You can add videos, you can add a whole bunch of different boxes, we call them, in here as well. And the nice thing about this is, hey, you want to apply for a job? Maybe instead of a resume, I'm going to create a portfolio. Now, resumes you can also create in my blueprint, but a portfolio is where you can send to a boss saying, this is all the things that I have aspirations for. They're like, wow, these are some things you've done. Kind of incredible. Okay, so that's the portfolios. Now, anything in here, you can click around, check out. Oh, weird. Queenie, Miss BB loves Taylor Swift. Yes, I do. That's right. Okay. Maybe some of you will know what my favorite song is. Huh? Now, afterwards, on the left-hand side, so if you are, most of you will be doing this on your phones, what you will see is, I like to call it the hamburger. So it's the 3 lines, and you're going to click on that, and it will expand onto the side here. The Who Am I, high school, post-secondary, work, money, guides, and favorites. This is kind of your taskbar. In the Who Am I, there's some quizzes. So these will match you with occupations. Everything you do within my blueprint takes into account who you are, things you've favorited, things you've liked, and it will match you with occupations, maybe one you had no idea about and you were not even aware that existed. Okay? Within each of these different surveys, I have many students that have come to me, well, I've done this, I did this in grade 9. I'm like, well, so you're in grade 12 now, but in grade 9, were you a different person? Have you changed? Have you maybe matured a little bit? Hopefully some of you have, right? And as you change and grow, also some of your learning styles, your personality, your interests, some of your knowledge has grown and your motivations have changed as well. So what I would suggest is redoing them, okay? So you can restart them. Once you have done the first 5 surveys, it will match you with occupations. So certain occupations it will match you with. Now, take this into account. I was matched as a statistician. Now, let me tell you, math was not my favorite subject in high school. I loved social studies, I loved biology, I loved English, and I loved phys ed, favorite subject, but it was not I was not great in math, so statistician, I took the compatibility quiz that went along with it. That was not for me. But guess what? Finding out what you don't want to do is just as important as finding out what you do want to do as a career one day. Okay, so anytime on these pages, you will see different things like occupation matches. There's different hyperlinks you can click on. You can't break it. You're figuring out about who you are. This is the best thing you can do, is to just find out really who you are with these surveys. Okay, next is my favorite. What are we in? We're in high school. On this high school plan, each and every one of you will have an official high school plan that is tied to your courses and marks. Sometimes they're not updated exactly because maybe you've taken a 1 credit here, or maybe you did a summer school class that was not added in. Now, you will have that official high school plan, and it will say, I think there'll be a little dot here, or there'll be an official high school plan here. You can make as many high school plans as you would like. Okay? So I can go and view plans and make as many different plans. So maybe you have, you're in grade 10. You're thinking about engineering. Oh, but maybe you also really like nursing. Oh, but maybe you wanted something else. I'm going to make 3 different plans. I'm going to call them each of my different pathways, so that maybe I will know next year, or in March when we come to do your course selection, you will know exactly what you want to take next year. So that when we come to next September, you're not like, oh, I need to change courses. This wasn't the right class I picked. You will already know exactly the pathway and route you want to take. Now, as I go through this, remember, it's just a tool. The best thing you can do is have conversations with your teachers, with your parents, with your peers, with your guardian, grandparents. And I'm going to put this out there today too. If the first person to come to me that talks to 2 different teachers and asks them what their first job was and something about that job, and comes and tells Mr. Beatty or myself, they'll also get a chocolate bar. Okay, so this is your high school plan. Now, if you look on the right-hand side, there's something called Rutherford Scholarship. What is this? Did you know you can get some free money for post-secondary just for going to school and completing certain courses? So look into what the Rutherford Scholarship is. It's going to be very important for you. Also, very, very important today is your graduation indicator. Knowing how many credits you have, which we talked about with your detailed academic report, and knowing how many credits you need to graduate. So after this as well, your teachers are going to look through your high school diploma requirements and a certificate requirement as well. So within this, there are certain things you need to get your high school diploma. The first is 100 credits total or more to get your diploma. You need at least 15 credits in English classes. So you think about a grade 10 level, a grade 11 level, a grade 12 level. Each class has 5 credits. You get over 50% in a class, you can move on to the next level, and you get the credits. You need credits in social studies. So English and social, you must go to a 30 level. Math, you need at least 20 credits, or 10 credits, to a 20 level. And science, you need 10 credits as well. So 10 credits in math, 10 credits in science. You need Phys Ed 10. You need COM as well. Now, if you're in grade 10 here, the nice thing is too, in our Phys Ed classes, we combine COM with Phys Ed. So you're pretty lucky because it's all combined in one. You need 10 credits in any other combination of CTS, Fine Arts, Second Languages, Phys Ed 20 and 30, and a whole bunch of other courses as well. So you need another 10 credits in different combinations. And one very, very important thing that many students forget, you need 2 other 30-level courses other than social and English. So you need a total of 4 30-level courses to get your high school diploma. And then added in with all of that, you need another 24 credits, which gives you your total of at least 100 credits. Anybody that comes and tells me in the office as well how many credits you need, let's pick in math. And what are some specifications around that? Maybe there's some loopholes. Come and talk to me about it, and I'll give you a chocolate bar too. And maybe you just want to come and tell me something you learned today. Well, maybe you'll also get a chocolate bar. Okay, so after the high school plan. Now, still in this high school planning, underneath the graduation indicator, you're going to see a pathway eligibility. Now, pathway eligibility, what does this mean? So you can see on mine, because it's a demo, I don't have any on here at the moment, but each and every one of you, grade 12s, I want you to take a look at this when you're in here. You will have numerous pathway eligibilities. There's going to be, and they're all hyperlinked. So you're going to see, just from completing grade 10 and 11, you're going to have over, I would say, 500 opportunities to go into post-secondary still. Okay? So that's going to be important. And then additional requirements of diplomas on here. So that's your high school plan. We're going to be doing that in a few minutes after I go through the rest of this. Okay, post-secondary. This is kind of the fun stuff, right? After high school. Not just post-secondary, apprenticeships, college, university, and also the workplace. So post-secondary is just after high school, right? So after high school, what are you going to do? If you don't know, what did I say already? That's okay. That's okay if you don't know yet, because we're making a plan today, and you're going to start to invest in your future so that you have all of the different pathways to enhance your success. Okay? So there's apprenticeships, college, and the workplace. So maybe we're going to start with post-secondary. I had a conversation with one student a couple weeks ago about, hey, I'm really not sure what I want to do. What I want to do. I know I want to stay in Alberta, and I know I'd really like to go to U of A. Oh, great. So I'm going to type in Alberta here. It'll filter it out to every single program available in Alberta. But she really wanted to go into nursing. So I'm going to type into nursing. Type in nursing in the search bar, and it will come up with every single post-secondary that has nursing available to them. Okay, so, well, maybe I want to get out of Edmonton. Maybe I want to be closer to the mountains. I'm going to look at nursing at University of Calgary. Perfect. So I'm going to take a look at this. On this page, it will tell you everything about the institution of University of Calgary. It will tell you about the program of nursing. It will tell you, my favorite is the requirements. Based on your high school plan and your official high school plan, it will give you what you need to get into that post-secondary. Now, the best thing is you need 5 30-level courses for many of these opportunities to get into. Okay? So it says, yes, you need your high school diploma, English 30-1, Math 30-2, Bio 30, Chem 30. Okay? And one of these following courses to get into this opportunity. That's a lot. Okay? But guess what? You're making a plan now, and you're going to be able to get these courses, so you're making a plan. Because if you know you need Chem 30 and you're in grade 12 and you've only taken Chem 20, well, then we need to have a conversation, because our classes are pretty full here, right? So this might be a thing where we think about planning for next year, center high, summer school, something like that. Okay? Okay. And then it talks about the institution here. Under the requirements tab 2, it talks about additional notes, what they might need. And on the overview, it talks about the program length, how long it is, how much tuition is for 1 year. Oh my goodness. And it talks about different details about the program, from expenses to many other things. Now, what I really like to do is there's different occupations related to nursing that maybe you didn't know about, or maybe you're going to be interested in architecture or design studies or gardening and greenhouse, right? Landscape design. You can search out all the different occupations here, and it will show you related occupations that you won't even have realized are existing. And maybe, guess what? Maybe in 5 years, you're going to be inventing something that this occupation wasn't even here. And maybe that's going to be you. There are no limits for any of you. So lots of people will say the sky is the limit. But guess what? That still places a limit on you. Okay? All right. After post-secondary, we're going to go into the world of work. Now, right here, I'm going to click down on occupations. This is live time. So under occupations, you can search for different occupations, but you can also do a job search and find live time jobs that are linked to different jobs within Alberta. Okay, so you can go and find this here. And I think it's actually all over Canada. Resumes and cover letters as well. You can do a resume step by step within my blueprint. So how many of you want to get a job? Maybe some of you already have a job. Under the resumes, it's very important to keep track of everything that you're doing. Okay? So I've made a few different resumes throughout the years just to test them out. But what's going to be really important is that you just keep track of everything that you're doing. It's kind of like your resume for life. I still do this as an educator and as an assistant principal. I keep track of all the professional development I've done and all the different things I've done within my resume on my portfolio. Okay. All right. As we go down, there's some different things where you can look at creating a budget. So within any of these little different tools, you can click on budget and create something new. All right. So that's kind of enough of me talking. What you're going to do right now is log into your phones, right? Remember, first thing you do, School Zone, apps, My Blueprint. We still have our tech support here to help you in the background. So we have Miss Ritchie and Miss Yassine and Mr. Sloan answering questions as you need. Okay. You're going to go apps, My Blueprint. Every single one of you in this school has a My Blueprint account. So you're going to go in here. You're going to click on high school. And your teacher is going to go over the high school requirements one more time. Looking at, there's a couple of different things. So not everybody is going to get a high school diploma. And guess what? I'm going to tell you that's okay. Okay? Most of you are planning for that, but some of you aren't. And that is okay. Some of you are going to go for that certificate of completion. And your teacher has access to some links, and they're going to look at that as well. And then the diploma requirements, things to know. So each of those links, your teacher will have. Here's one, Alberta High School Diploma, graduation requirements, which is also in My Blueprint. They're going to go example of post-secondary requirements, which you have access to and can look at. Okay, and diploma requirements, things to know. Your teacher is going to be able to go through some things you need to know. Okay, My Blueprint, it's going to be really fun. So right now, here's first thing you're going to do, make a high school plan. How do I do that? You already have an official one, so I want you to make a new plan. View plans. You're going to add a new plan, and I'm going to call it. Now, this is where you're going to be able to separate. Most of you leave it at the high school diploma. Okay, do not change that. Some of you know that you will be getting that high school achievement certificate. You can select that. And I'm going to name it Queenie Plan. What else do I want to call this? Miss Phoebe loves TS. Great. That's my new one. That's what I'm going to call it. And remember, anything I'm saying today, if you come and tell me something that you found or how many times I've mentioned Taylor Swift, you might get a chocolate bar as well. Trust me, I know it's kind of goofy, but everybody has to find some joy in their lives as well. Perfect. So here is my official high school plan. Queenie Plan, Miss BB loves TS. So what you're going to do is create your own right now. You're going to name it Queenie Plan, whatever plan you want to name it. And you're going to go do some research. You're going to put in all of your courses here and your marks. And guess what? If you have your detailed academic report and you also have your official high school plan, you can just put in your courses here that way. Okay? Perfect. So you're going to work through that. Your teachers are there to help you out. High school completion requirements, your teachers are going to go through those a little bit. I have already spoken about them quite a bit. So until, let's say 11, I'm going to come back on at 11:20. And you guys are going to work through your My Blueprint, making a plan. If you have made a plan already, you're going to go into the Who Am I? and redo those surveys or complete at least one of those surveys. And you're going to go explore. Remember, anytime you need to get back to the home page, you click on the My Blueprint at the top. And you can even complete some of these tasks on the main page as well. Okay? Once you do this, you can go into the prizes. And all you need to do is enter the draw once you've earned some points for doing things. Guess what? Logging in today got you a whole bunch of points, so you can probably already enter to do a prize right now. Okay? Look at all these prizes you can get. Just for investing in your success. Just for investing in you and trying to find out who you want to be. Make a plan. Look at your detailed academic report. Okay, have some fun. Hi, everyone. Just a quick note. Just to under the My Pass, some of you are having some issues with signing up. That's okay right now. Worry about your My Blueprint. You all have access to that. Miss Ritchie is going to put on your grade level Google Classrooms that there is going to be a My Pass sign up, so you can come and actually have an appointment with a counselor, and we will do some signups. Also, if you want to come to any one of the APs at any time, we can help you with this as well. Okay. But again, selecting through the appointment process will be very helpful for you, and it will be on your grade level Google Classrooms under the stream, and you will be able to sign up through there. Remember, your grade level Google Classrooms are going to be important for any information you need, and we can help you along the way. Okay, that's it for me for now. See you in a bit. Okay, hello everyone. I am back. Thank you so much for your participation today. Those of you that participated, this means a big deal because this is about you, right? I hope you know that making a plan is going to be one of the best things you can do right now. If you are in grade 10, you are already ahead of the game. And if you're in grade 12 and you're doing this now, thinking about scholarships, thinking about post-secondary, thinking about your detailed academic report and credits, good for you. Okay. I'm really proud of you and thank you all for doing so well. I also have a really cool thing. I was just like scrolling a little bit as I was taking a little mind break. The new Black Panther movie is coming out, which the first one was one of my favorites, and I love Chadwick Boseman. But one of my other favorite artists, other than Taylor Swift, because I love her, is Rihanna, and that's also my ringtone, "Shine Bright Like a Diamond." She is going to have her first song in a long time, her first single, and it's going to be on the Wakanda Forever Black Panther 2. Yay! So excited! So that's coming out, which I'm pumped with. So there's another little fun fact. Any of the little fun facts you learned today, whether it's about me, if it was about one of your teachers and their first career choices, whether it's how many times I said the lovely Taylor Swift, or if it is just something that you learned about yourself through this process and from the credits you have already from your detailed academic report to, hey, maybe you found a new career path that you are interested in, come and tell us. We have some chocolate bars in the office for you. Mr. Beatty and myself, only the two of us will be handing out chocolate bars, and you have to tell us some pretty specific things. But we are excited to help you enhance your pathways to success and continue to help you in your high school time. Because guess what? Your 3 years is pretty limited. It's not a very long time in your whole big span of life, but you do remember your high school forever, right? Talk to your teachers. They remember things that happened in high school. So make the most out of this time, make a plan, and you will have the best success possible to have dignity and fulfillment in whatever you choose and whoever you choose to become. Okay. Now there's about 10 minutes left, 8 minutes left in your classes. Your teachers can continue. You can continue to look at your My Blueprint. Class is not over for another 8 minutes. Okay. If you have Chromebooks, you can probably get those back in the next couple minutes. But thank you for your participation today. I appreciate all of you. Love to you all, and have a fabulous rest of your week.